Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Rising Tide Capital's Spring 2024 graduation ceremony. My name is Essence Chisholm, and I am not only a graduate of the Spring 2023 Community Business Academy, but I'm also honored to serve as Rising Tide Capital's Senior Accountant. I am thrilled to be here with all of you as we embark on this journey of celebration together. Congratulations to the 159 graduates of the Community Business Academy. Your dedication and perseverance have led you to this remarkable achievement. Despite the challenges you have faced, you have shown incredible resilience and determination. Today marks the beginning of an exciting journey as entrepreneurs, equipped with the knowledge and skills to turn your visions into reality. We celebrate you for your hard work, and we look forward to witnessing the positive impact you will make in your communities. Here's to your success and the bright future ahead. Welcome to the start of something extraordinary. I had the pleasure of hosting tonight's festivities with my colleague, who is a fall 2017 CBA graduate and Rising Tide Capital's Spanish Entrepreneur Senior Coordinator, San Marie Palacios.
Muchas gracias, Essen. Es un placer. No puedo expresar cuánto significa esta noche para mí, que estuve sentada ahí, en donde están ustedes hoy. Es un honor y un privilegio reunirnos con nuestra comunidad para celebrar los logros de los graduados de la Academia Comunitaria de Negocios de Rising Tide Capital. Clase de la primavera 2024. We did it.
Joining us tonight in the celebration are our Community Business Academy graduates, funders, special guests, volunteers, and the entire Rising Tide Capital team. Tonight's graduates have worked diligently for 12 weeks with learning new concepts, studying, and completing homework assignments. And tonight, their hard work is being rewarded. Please use the chat to cheer them on by sharing your reactions and dropping emojis. You can find those functions at the bottom of your Zoom screen. Now it's time to kick things off with the grounding activity facilitated by Rising Tide's very own Future Tide Partner Specialist, Sandy Wiggins.
Good evening, everyone. What a beautiful occasion. Let's just take a minute to settle in. So take a deep breath. And as you exhale, drop your shoulders, releasing any tension in your neck and upper back. Relax the muscles in your face, and then slowly close your eyes or lower your eyelids and soften your gaze. I invite you to bring your attention to your breath, just following your breath in and out of your body. And notice how you do, as you do that, you naturally come into presence. Now, I'm going to invite you to imagine for a minute that you're alone. That all the people in your life disappear. They don't exist. Your family, your friends, your employees, if you have any, customers, your community, everyone in the whole world. You're just truly alone. Notice what you're experiencing. Who are you? Now begin bringing them back. Take a breath. Start with your family and loved ones, your friends. See them around you in your mind's eye, your community, employees, if you have a business and you have employees, customers, suppliers, if you have them. And notice what you're experiencing now. Maybe there's some warmth, some recognition that in a very real way, you don't truly exist without the others around you. Maybe there's some gratitude that all of these others are in your life. In Southern Africa, they have a word for this, Ubuntu. Literally translated, I am because we are. I am because we are, Ubuntu. So bring your awareness back to your breath now. Quiet your mind. And just take a moment to be present, allowing yourself to experience gratitude for all of us here in this community, all of the graduates, instructors, the staff of Rising Tide, and everyone else in your life. I am because we are. Now deepen your breath. Really feel into your body and open your eyes and let's come back together. I want to remind everyone that if you're interested, Rising Tide offers a resilience practice every morning, every weekday morning at 8:30. The information for that will be in the chat. It's also sent out in the newsletter to the alumni. We'd love to have you join us. It's offered in both English and Spanish. Now I'd like to turn it over to our beloved president of Rising Tide Capital, Dr. Joy Nicole Martinez.
Thank you so much, Sandy. Every time I have this kind of moment with you, I'm reminded to stop, to listen and feel in, and I'm reminded to hear my own breathing, which I'll be honest, I don't always take the time to do. So thank you for reminding us that we must celebrate us as we celebrate I. I am Dr. Joy Nicole Martinez, and I have the honor of serving as Rising Tide's President and Chief Advancement and Innovation Officer. And let me pause there, because I said I have the honor of serving. And we say that sometimes, and it isn't because here we just think they're pretty words. With amazing co-founders, I have the opportunity to lead an organization of people who want to challenge the way the entire world thinks about the most impactful issues of our lives. They want to change how we see ourselves, how we display, distribute, and share our deepest passions, and how we move from identifying those passions as hobbies or side gigs to our business as entrepreneurs. I have the honor of leading a team that wants to change how resources move toward the people, the families, and the communities that connect us, the we that Sandy just spoke about. And we do this work, the work of transforming lives through entrepreneurship. And to be able to do that is an honor, and I would serve this mission every day until I could not physically anymore. I am honored to serve because I am honored to serve you. Each of you present here today is welcome because you are people who are creating shifts. Whether you're a friend, a neighbor, a family member, a community partner, a funder, if you're a student, a child of a student and a graduate today, if you're an entrepreneur or the next door neighbor of one, you've all made impact. You're here because your impact is being felt across the landscape of many, many communities. It is, you are, we do affect us all. So to the brilliant entrepreneurs who are graduating today, hear that a series of choices brought you to this destined place where you are architecting change. You are building change. You are designing change, and you are change. I welcome you to the very first graduation of Rising Tide Capital's 20th year. We are roaring into our 20s, and we are doing it with you. This new generation is doing a new thing. Do you not sense the change that's in front of you? Listen, we look forward to what you design for this and the next generation. Así que, amigos y seres queridos, familia, arquitectos, esperamos con interés lo que diseña para esta y la próxima generación. And remember, in architecture, small changes everything. Now, we have a very important message from one of my most favorite change makers. Welcome.
Good evening. I am the ghost of board members past. I'm Douglas Forrester with the honorific title of Chairman Emeritus. I was delighted to receive this title from the board a year ago until I found out that the meaning of emeritus is a Latin word for has been or forgettable. So I was very grateful when our CEO, Dr. Joy Nicole, kindly included me in tonight's celebrations because I think these events are so important. So I'm very pleased to be able to speak for the next 30 minutes about the history of Rising Tide and some of its formative years. And I'm only kidding. I included that little piece in order to remind the event staff of why they are glad that I'm gone. But surely I am glad to be here this evening. I'm thrilled to be here. I have so many very strong emotions, memories associated with years of Rising Tide graduations. It is a privilege for me to stand with you as an entrepreneur. I am so proud of you. I am proud to be a member of the Rising Tide family. Nothing can take that away from you. You are part of this family now. And it is important to give you the due recognition. You've worked hard, you've dreamed well, and you have struggled. Indeed, many have suffered in order to achieve this milestone in your lives. And yet, tonight's celebration is not just about you. It's about that larger context of the Rising Tide family, because this is a 20th anniversary year for Rising Tide. We stretch back into the first decade of the 21st century. And it is important for all of us to stand back and enjoy tonight in that larger context. I thought it would be very helpful to speak about this dual celebration with a imagery of ribbons, because ribbons are often associated with celebrations. On balloons, on presents, on ribbon cuttings, on sashes, on certificates. And ribbons also have that larger sense of something lasting through time, a continuity and connection with the past and indeed into the future. So it's really that dual imagery that I like to speak about in order to have takeaways to encourage all of us here, past graduates, current graduates, trustees, donors, staff, to focus on this wonderful event about ribbons. But we know that ribbons are really boundaries. They are decorative separations to remind us that we have been kept from something, or we have not been able to achieve a certain status. They need to be cut. They need to be untied in this sense. Whether it's a ribbon cutting for a new building, or whether it's unwrapping a present. These are all actions that have to do with a passing through, a breaking through. And that really is a wonderful imagery for us tonight because you have broken through. This certification is important to you. But it's also important in the symbolic sense that a lot of what is achieved tonight is for that larger purpose of what breaking through means. There are a lot of barriers that are not quite as decorative as ribbons. They are formidable barriers. They are barriers about passcodes and guards and gates and keys and academic degrees and social standing and physical attributes, all of the kinds of things that often are deliberately structured to keep people out, not to invite them in, not to encourage achievement, but rather to discourage participation. Those ribbons need to be cut. But there are other ribbons. There are ribbons that suggest solidarity, continuity through time. These are ribbons that must not be cut. They must not be left on the floor. They are reminders to us that we are connected to a larger community that is working to make the world more collaborative, more careful, more creative. So we have those two ribbons that we have to keep in mind tonight, because both are part of our lives. When we approach a celebration of struggle in the sense of breaking through barriers, it is important for us to keep mementos in order that they not be ribbons that are cut and left like snapshots in time on the floor, because that's human. That's what we do. We move on from one moment to the next. We look for pleasant distractions, but we are impoverished if we don't appreciate the symbolism of what these cut ribbons are all about. And that's why this second use of a ribbon is so important. I want to encourage you to take a ribbon tonight, whatever ribbon is closest to you and most meaningful to you, and put it in your pocket as a reminder of that breaking through, of that cutting those limitations in your life. And also as a reminder that you are now part of that rising tide family that stretches through time. Those who have sacrificed, sometimes terribly, in order to achieve a dream, in order to provide for families. That ribbon is as important as the ribbon of breaking through, because it is that ribbon of continuity and solidarity with those who likewise are trying to build a better world. You are part of that family now. This is what tonight is all about. It does not end here. And I want to encourage you to remember the difference between ribbons that must be cut and ribbons that should not be cut and left on the floor. Blessings to all of you tonight. Welcome to the Rising Tide family, of which all of us who witnessed this evening are a grateful part. Thank you.
Up next, we have one of our outstanding instructors, Tawanda McEachern, who will introduce the graduates from class 278.
This is an honor and a privilege to be able to really get an opportunity to just say congratulations. You know, we're born into a family that we did not choose, but with Rising Tide Capital, you guys chose this family. And if you had to choose a family, there is no greater family to be able to choose than the one that you've chosen with Rising Tide Capital. Graduation is just the beginning. So again, congratulations. I had the honor and the privilege of being able to be the instructor for class 278, along with my amazing moderator, Nadine Machado, who I could not do this without. Hey, Nadine. And I also have, we are in studio, in case you guys have not noticed, we are actually at the Empowerment Studio, and we have joined forces also with Class 285 to be able to come together. So without further ado, I want to congratulate Class 278, and let's start calling these names so we can get this party started. Adeline Thomas. Alice Lang. Dion Doyle. Livonia Beerfield. Raymaya Edwards. Rajil Faulkner. Shaprice Thomas. Tarima Muhammad. Venetia Richardson. Congratulations again, Class 278. I have the privilege of being able to introduce my friend, my co-instructor, no other than LaShonda Tyree.
Thank you, Tawanda. On behalf of myself and my co-instructor, Carlene Beijing, we want to say congratulations, Class 279. It was an honor to be your instructor. As you continue your entrepreneurship journey, remember to look back to your 12 weeks in CBA, as they are your building blocks to transforming your business. And when challenges arise, we know they are going to show up somehow, some way. Look at them as opportunities that will take you to the next steps of shaping the future of your business and your community. Here are the graduates of Class 279. Abina Anu, Andrea Castro, Azurday Jordan, Randy Guillory, Candila Sanguinet, Daryl Steplight, Euphoria Bryant, Gail Ann Reynolds, Gannett Melise, Julie Campbell, Kalila Blake, Marie Claire Andeme, Michelle M. Ross, Oyen Owulabi, Tiffany Taylor, Veggie A. Belen. Up next is Margot Santander, who is the instructor of Class 280.
Gracias, LaShonda. Queridos emprendedores, de parte de nuestra instructora Adriana Quito y de mi parte, queremos decirles que gracias por habernos permitido caminar estas 12 semanas junto a ustedes. Ahora ustedes tienen las herramientas para llevar sus negocios al siguiente nivel. Gracias por su compromiso para con ustedes, para con sus negocios y para con la academia. Gracias de nuevo y que Dios bendiga todos sus emprendimientos. Felicidades, clases 280. Ada Rosario, Aida Robles, Aura María Jiménez, Britzia Karen Hidalgo, Carolina Zúñiga, Claudia Coral, Claudia Jacome, Elba Pérez, Javier Morales, Johanny González, Marlene Guevara, Maciel Vázquez, Odette Londón, Paula Guzmán, Roberto Pardo, Roxana Hernández y Wanda Almanzar. Felicidades, clase 280.
Felicitaciones a las clases 278, 279 y 280. A continuación, escucharemos a una de las socias nacionales de Rising Tide Capital, Sonja G., CEO de Memorial Assistance Ministries, seguida por una de nuestras actuales graduadas, Liliana Franco, representando a la clase CBA en español. Bienvenida, Sonja.
Hello, my name is Sonja G., and it's my privilege to serve as the president and CEO of MAM Houston, an organization that for more than 40 years has helped local Houston families build stable, meaning-filled lives in vibrant communities. It's my honor to be with you all tonight and to congratulate each of you at this graduation and the incredible celebration of 20 years at Rising Tide. In Houston and the work that we're doing over the past 40 years, our community has changed quite a bit. And so as an organization, we've also had to change our services and our approach. Today, the families that we serve, they're primarily immigrants, full of promise, yet often lacking support, skills, opportunities to gain the stability, build resources, and to reach their hopes and dreams in their new forever home. Many years ago, an immigrant family came to Houston and they didn't know anybody, they didn't speak English, but they came with a dream. And it was a dream to give their children a better life than what they had experienced in their poverty-stricken homeland. They were very entrepreneurial, just like many of you that are here this evening, or today, I guess, for you guys. It's evening for me. I'm across the world right now. And when they came, they opened up a restaurant, and it was food that nobody in the local community knew anything about or was familiar with. But this business allowed them to grow. They eventually grew. They bought their own home. They were able to send their three children to college. Two of them were daughters, which would have never been possible in their home country. And they were so incredibly proud of this. And then straight out of college, their son went on to study at the University of Texas Law School. He chose to become a lawyer because he really wanted to represent and support and defend his community. But upon graduation, he applied to over 30 law firms, and he didn't receive a single job offer. It was so incredibly disappointing, especially because this lack of interest was not because he was an underperformer. On the contrary, he was a really strong student. He graduated early, and he graduated at the top of his class. The reason that he didn't get this job offer was simply because he was a person of color. And this was Houston in the 1960s. And I share this story with you today because this amazing man was my father. So I share with Alpha in coming to salute the amazing parents in our lives that have influenced, so much of who we are. My grandparents and my father, one of the very first Chinese families to migrate to Texas in the 1940s. Their entrepreneurial spirit allowed them to create new opportunities for their family. But the local community as a whole just was not ready for people like my dad to use their gifts to enrich other people's lives and their community. But as often is the case with immigrants and other marginalized people, my dad did not let those barriers that he faced stop him from putting his best effort forward. After working for the Attorney General for a couple of years, he opened his own law firm, taking whatever cases he could just to put food on the table. And fortunately, not long after, the US passed a new immigration act that opened up opportunities for immigrants around the globe to immigrate in the US. And this new act and other subsequent changes in policies created a whole new area of law specialization, now known as the field of immigration law, a space where the exact same qualities that had excluded my father from mainstream job opportunities in the past actually became one of his greatest strengths in his career and his future. So today I am so proud to share that my father and his law firm actually eventually gained national recognition as a leader in their field of specialization. And through his work and business, my dad was able to live out his life's purpose, which was to open up doors to others seeking opportunities. Those doors that so often were closed to him and to his family. And a really fun fact for the foodies out there, my dad represented nearly all of the original chefs and restaurateurs of Houston's Chinatown. So if you're ever down in Houston and you're enjoying dim sum or Peking duck, I hope you'll think of him. He's made his impact. So I'm so, so proud of my parents and grandparents, and I was inspired to follow in their entrepreneurial footsteps. My grandparents started their small business just to be able to provide for their family. My dad started his small law firm when other opportunities were closed to him. My husband and I started a small business of our own to address the lack of educational opportunities available in the rural town in Mexico where my husband grew up and where he and I started our family. When I moved there, there was not a single place in town to buy books, and the local library had less reading material than many US homes. And so we had a dream, and our dream was to open a bookstore. Most people were very skeptical. They were like, why books if nobody here reads? That's why there's no bookstores here. Why not tacos or tourism? And I guess that would make sense if you look at people for face value instead of seeing them for their untapped potential. But we thought, how can locals come to love reading and value education if they never have access to books and they never have the opportunities to grow into their fullness? And so, as all businesses do, we had our ups and downs. We spent years on a really tight budget. We were eating rice and beans. We were reinvesting our earnings into our business. But as the town grew, so did our business. And it is with much, much pride and joy that I share today that just like RTC, our family small business is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. So my husband and I spent many years personally in the trenches, just like each of you have and will. But our mission really outgrew us, and we had to build a strong team to carry on the work. So today, the family-run business is actually run by local members of the community, many of whom had never read a single book cover to cover when we hired them. And today, they are some of the most influential promoters of reading and literacy in the city, helping improve countless lives every year. So needless to say, I have lived and witnessed and experienced the power of entrepreneurship for the transformation of lives in many diverse communities. And it is with incredible joy and passion that I join you from halfway across the world. It's almost 1 o'clock where I am right now. But together with my team from MAM, we celebrate you, the 2024 spring graduates, the power of entrepreneurship that Rising Tide Capital cultivates, supports, and champions in New Jersey and across the country and globe through its network, transforming individuals, families, and communities. So whether you're just beginning your entrepreneurial journey, or if you're taking really important new steps with your business, don't ever underestimate the power that you have to make a difference in your community now and for the generations to come. Congratulations, graduates.
Buenas tardes a todos. Mi nombre es Liliana Franco, fundadora de Fajas y Accesorios Liliana Franco. Hoy es un día muy especial para todos nosotros y es un honor poder compartir con ustedes este momento. A lo largo de este viaje en la academia he aprendido innumerables lecciones muy valiosas. Una de las más importantes ha sido la importancia de la perseverancia y la pasión en cualquier emprendimiento. Estos meses de estudio no solo me han brindado conocimientos técnicos, sino que también me han ayudado a descubrir mi verdadera vocación, empoderar a más mujeres y a avanzar y a creer en sí mismas a través de mi negocio de fajas colombianas y accesorios para el cuidado de la piel. Mi sueño siempre ha sido iniciar y hacer crecer mi propio negocio. Planeo comenzar este viaje con una estrategia clara y enfocada en la calidad y la autenticidad. Estoy convencida de que mis productos no solo ayudarán a mujeres a verse y sentirse mejor, sino que también contribuirán a su bienestar y autoestima. Uno de los momentos más sorprendentes y gratificantes durante mi tiempo en la academia fue tener la oportunidad de escuchar y aprender de varios profesionales y personas influyentes en nuestras clases. Sus historias y consejos fueron invaluables y me motivaron aún más a seguir adelante con mi proyecto. Mi impulso para emprender proviene de mi deseo de empoderar a más mujeres, de ayudarlas a recuperar su motivación y confianza. Aprendí mi oficio a lo largo del tiempo, observando a tantas personas con baja autoestima y dándome cuenta de que podía contribuir a que recuperaran su motivación y confianza. Saber que puedo hacer una diferencia en la vida de alguien es muy importante para mí. Para mí y mi familia, este negocio significa un sueño cumplido. Es una pasión que implica dedicación y disciplina. Y es también una manera de dejar un legado de inspiración, amor y confianza. Siempre he creído que si lo puedes soñar,
If you can dream it, you can do it. My past experience in the working world taught me that I didn't want to have a boss. I wanted to manage my own time and prove that it is possible to achieve our dreams with effort and dedication. Although I have faced many obstacles, including the challenge of starting a business without capital, each challenge has made me stronger and more determined to move forward. I learned about Rising Tide Capital through my involvement with Chairman America, an organization that cares about the economic well-being of women entrepreneurs. I feel very fortunate to have found such a strong and committed group.
Para mis compañeros de estudio,
To my
quiero que
fellow
sepan que
students,
el
I
apoyo
want you
de
to be
Rising Tide Capital no termina con nuestra
I want
graduación.
to let you know the Rising Tide
Ellos
Capital support
continúan
is not in
apoyándonos
with our
y
graduation. They
apoyando a sus
continue to
graduados
support the
y es
graduate,
fundamental
and it's
que
critical that
aprovechemos
we
esta red
leverage this
para seguir
network to
creciendo y
continue to
avanzando
grow
con
and
nuestros
advance our
proyectos.
project.
En los
The
próximos de 3 a
next
5
three to
años, mis
5
planes
years,
son
my
expandir
plans
mi
are to expand
negocio,
my
llegar a
business,
más
reach more
personas y continuar
people, and continue
empoderando a más
empowering more
mujeres.
women.
Me siento
I feel
increíblemente
incredibly
agradecida
grateful for the
por todas las personas que
for the
nos
support of the
empoderaron y nos
entire team of
ayudaron
professionals
a participar en este proyecto,
that encouraged to
especialmente a Tatiana
participate in
Vivas,
this project,
Vladimir
especially
Quito y
Tatiana
Saimari
Vivas,
Palacios,
Vladimir Quito,
quienes han
and
sido
Mike Palacios, who
fundamentales
have been
en nuestro
instrumental in this
proceso.
process.
En
In
conclusión, quiero
conclusion,
agradecer a
I would
todos los
like to
presentes
thank
por su
everyone for
apoyo y
their
su
support
motivación.
and motivation.
Es
This
solo el
is
comienzo
just
de
the
un
beginning
camino,
of a
pero
new
lleno de
chapter full
muchos
of
sueños
dreams
y
and
metas por
goals to
cumplir.
accomplish.
Gracias,
Thank you and
felicidades a todos mis
congratulations to all my
compañeros en
fellow
graduación.
graduates.
Gracias, Liliana. En mi
Thank
rol
you,
como
Liliana.
coordinadora de programas en el
And my
servicio
role
directo, me alegra
as
enormemente verte apoyado en tu
leader,
camino
I am
hacia el
so happy
éxito
to
como
have
emprendedora.
helped you.
Tus sueños han florecido y esta noche es la
Your
recompensa
team
por tu arduo trabajo. Quiero
has a
expresar
great
lo feliz y orgullosa
recognition
que me
for this
siento y
work.
espero
I want
escuchar
to
sobre
share
tus
how
futuros
happy
logros en
I
los años venideros.
am, and I
Ahora
want
sigamos
to
con la
hear about the
celebración.
future
Presentando la clase de
Now let's continue
281,
with
un
the
placer darle la
celebration.
bienvenida a
Presenting
Vladimir
class
Quito.
281, we will welcome
Hola,
Vladimir
querida
Quito.
clase 281.
Hi, dear
Hoy es un
class.
día de celebración. Su instructora
Today
Tatiana
is a
Vivas y yo
celebration day.
queremos
Your instructor,
felicitarles de todo
Tatiana Vivas,
corazón
and I,
por
we
haber
want to
completado sus clases y
congratulate you
alcanzado este
for completing
importante
your
hito en sus
class.
vidas.
And
Este logro no
really,
solo es
it's in your life.
testimonio de
It's
su
not only
dedicación y
the
esfuerzo, sino
testimonial
que también marca el
of
inicio de una
dedication and
etapa
effort,
llena
but
de
it also
promesas y
shows the
desafíos
beginning
emocionantes
of
en
a
el área de los
speech full of
negocios. A
promise
continuación,
in
los
the
graduados
business
de la
area.
clase
Now,
281.
class 281.
Alfredo Flores, Carla Riedel, Fátima Flores, José Alulema, Leonor Loaiza, Liliana Franco, Maribel Ambrosi, Mariana Vegas, Mati Villacorta, Miriam Rodríguez, Nermis Calderón, Rosani Alcántara, Sandra Vadilla Dávila, Washington Cabezas y Yesenia Cabrera. Felicidades a la clase 281 por su graduación.
Congratulations to class 281 for
Ahora,
graduation. And now,
me gustaría presentar a
I
la
would
clase
like to
282
introduce
con
class
su instructora,
282 with
senadora
our
Angela
instructor,
McKnight.
Senator Angela McKnight.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you are all doing well. Tonight has been a wonderful night and the party is still going on. On behalf of Abigail Maldonado and myself, we want to say congratulations to all of the amazing graduates. Now to our awesome class 282, aka Legacy Makers. We are so very proud of you. Your hard work, determination, dedication, and perseverance have paid off. You have survived 12 weeks, including the business simulation games, life cards, homework, and so much more. As you embark on this new chapter, may your achievements be the foundation for even greater success in the future. You did it, and I know that you are going to climb even higher. I want to leave with you 3 gems. Always remember your why. When the going gets tough, stop and think of your why. When you don't know what is going on, stop and think of your why. And when you have accomplished a goal, stop and think of your why. Number 2, every milestone you make, no matter how small or how big, take a moment to thank yourself. You deserve your thanks. Yes, you do. And number 3, stay grounded with your spirituality, whatever that may be, and practice gratitude. Again, Abigail and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Now, let's move on so that we can announce Class 282, aka Legacy Makers. Amani Adamson, Anuolu Wapu Oyi Lola, Chevelle C. Kotenka, Dana K. Wash, Franklin Hernandez, Katrina Young, Kelly Neal, Kim Jones, Maritza Chester, Quasima Love, Chantel Cadell, Tanisha Helsted, Tara McCaskill, Tracy Ann Marshall, Viora Johnson, and Yasmin Pope. Congratulations, legacy makers. I'm so proud of you. And now, without further ado, I would like to introduce for Class 282, Marilyn Nash.
Muchas gracias, senadora.
Thank
Feliz
you.
noches a todos
And
en esta celebración tan
evening,
especial.
everyone.
Su instructora Tatiana Vivas y mi
Very
persona
proud
estamos
to
súper emocionadas y orgullosas de cada uno de ustedes, celebrando la generación de unas personas excepcionales que han decidido embarcarse en el apasionante y desafiante mundo del emprendimiento. Han dedicado tiempo, esfuerzo y dedicación para adquirir conocimientos, desarrollar habilidades y culminar con un espíritu emprendedor. Hoy, al recibir sus diplomas, no solo culminan una etapa académica, sino también le dan inicio a una nueva aventura llena de retos y oportunidades. Ser emprendedor no es un camino fácil, pero estoy segura que cada uno de ustedes tiene las cualidades y el potencial necesario para alcanzar el éxito. Llevan consigo la pasión, la creatividad y la determinación que los impulsará a superar obstáculos, innovar y crear soluciones que beneficien a esta sociedad. Recuerden que el camino del emprendimiento está lleno de aprendizaje continuo, así que no teman a cometer errores porque de ellos se aprende y se crece. Confíen en su intuición y escuchen a sus clientes. Nunca pierdan de vista su visión. Rodéense de personas que compartan sus valores y sueños. Recuerden que el éxito no se basa solo en alcanzar metas financieras, sino también en generar un impacto positivo en el mundo. Estoy segura que cada uno de ustedes tiene el potencial para convertirse en agentes de cambio. No duden en utilizar sus talentos y habilidades para crear empresas que resuelvan problemas y contribuyan a esta sociedad. Felicidades, clase 283. A continuación, los graduados de nuestra clase 283. Andrea Martínez, Coral Gutiérrez, Daniela González, Gloria Vallejo, Irene Quincella, Jacqueline Quito, Joana Rodríguez, Julio de Mera Rodríguez, Karen Álvarez, Lucía Ancha Luisa, María José Villanueva, Mónica Pareja, Nancy Molina, Nani Navas, Osvaldo Baidal y Estefanía Ballesteros. Felicidades, clase 283.
Hey, congratulations, new CBA grads. This is Donald Wood. I'm part of the staff of Rising Tide Capital, and particularly in the advancement office. And we are so glad that you are part of the CBA and Rising Tide family. A huge congratulations. And knowing as someone that works in the advancement, my job is to promote and help grow this organization. And you are the inspiration for that. You are the reason why I do what I do. And I'm so humbled and grateful to do what I do. So again, congratulations and best of luck, and welcome again to the family.
Are you excited about this night? Are you excited about this graduation? Didn't I tell you that you were the architects of change? Didn't I tell you that we were in a moment? Didn't I tell you we were in a destiny, that we were working and walking and journeying together? This is your night. This is your graduation, but so much more than that. This is your shift. And as architects of change, I'm going to say it again. Remember, small changes in architecture shift everything. I am so ready to move and introduce you to this next voice. You cannot know how wonderful it is to be in space with people and they feel and think and move and believe like you do. And you want to just scream because as they're speaking, you feel your own energy rising. Do you know what I'm talking about when that happens? And they're talking and you're like, yes. And then you forget that you're on a panel with them because you're too busy listening to them. I have the wonderful pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker this evening, Michael Phillips, Pastor Michael Phillips, a visionary social entrepreneur. And I do mean visionary. He is dedicated and committed to creating sustainable change. He is the Chief Operating Officer of TD Jakes Enterprises. He's at the head of innovative initiatives, and I love that innovation is in both our ways and thoughts of being. That his initiatives span content creation, cultural change, community development, and capital investments. Throughout his career, he's been a relentless advocate for economic and educational impact initiatives. He serves as chairman of the board for 50 Can, a nonprofit that advocates for improvements in education policy across the United States. He is a best-selling author and a brilliant keynote speaker. And his message, if you've ever listened to him, is inspired around hope and heart and belief. And he moves people and communities with the tools that they need, empowering them so they can succeed. And he makes it possible through what he does and what he says and what he gives that you, us, would be able to create that ripple effect of change, that shift that extends far beyond our own individual lives. His message resonates deeply across the entire world, inspiring them to embrace hope, resilience, and purpose. His impactful presence extends to some of the most amazing global businesses, economic and cultural, and media spaces, a testament to his influence and unwavering commitment. You can find him on NPR, TEDx, Forbes Black, Daily Flash, Black Enterprise, NBC Dallas, Good Morning America, somewhere around places that I go. He is a friend and a blessing, and I am absolutely thrilled to open and yield this floor to our keynote for the evening, Michael Phillips.
Wow. What an introduction. I was looking over my shoulder to see who Dr. Joy Nicole was talking about. Certainly gracious words. I am so excited to be here with you all tonight and honored to have the invitation to celebrate this moment with all of you. What an auspicious occasion. Today is a day of celebration. It's a day of reflection and it's a day of anticipation. And so we are here tonight, not just to mark the end of a 12-week journey, but we are also here to acknowledge the beginning of something even greater, something that you have begun, but something that has yet to begun. And what has yet to begun is even greater than what you've already started. And so over the past 3 months, you have demonstrated resilience. And I don't mean resilience in the militaristic way that we view resilience, because to truly be resilient doesn't mean that you simply endure. It also means that you know how to recover. It means that you know how to not just bounce back, but to actually bounce forward. And so you've demonstrated resilience, creativity, and an unyielding commitment to your vision. The crazy thing about having a dream and having a vision is that the moment it wakes up, so does all the adversity, so does all the enemies, so does all the antagonists that would try to convince you otherwise of going after what is in your heart to do. And so today you stand on the threshold of the next chapter of your entrepreneurial journey, having faced all of those things, and here you are today. What a moment. And it is an absolute honor to share this moment with you. So Let's take a moment to celebrate. Let's take a moment to applaud yourselves. Let's take a moment to say congratulations to you. And you should be excited and you should be happy, because the one thing entrepreneurs often do is be too hard on themselves for their mistakes and their failures and their inabilities to move forward. But when you accomplish something, you absolutely should say, I did that. I did that. And tonight I'm saying to all of you, you did that. You accomplished something. And so I want to celebrate you tonight. Completing this program is no small feat. Long hours, countless pivots that you had to take, trials and errors. All of these experiences has forged you into someone with more experience, stronger, bolder, more adaptable, and leaders in your community. Each challenge you face and each obstacle that have been thrown in your way, you overcame, and it prepared you to be a dynamic entrepreneur in the world of entrepreneurship. This is the proving ground for what you want to do next. Without doubt, without any reservation, you have the right stuff. You have what it takes. And this milestone is just the small end to a new beginning. The skills you've honed, the knowledge you've acquired, the networks that you have built and will build are now the foundations upon which you can continue to build your dream, not just for yourself, but for your families and for your community. This is the launch pad for you to take off. You have the tools, you have the insight, and you have the community support around you to propel you forward. And so the real adventure starts now. There's a quote I love to use: coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, but working together is success. Nobody gets there alone. No one gets there by themselves. And so what a joy it is to have a community and a network of people around you to help to support what you're trying to accomplish. We ought to take a moment and just thank all the faculty and staff and everyone who has helped you along the way and supported you in this effort. To the entire team at Rising Tide, not only do I applaud the graduates, but I applaud you too. And let's just take a brief moment to say thank you to all of those who taught, who helped, who coached, who supported. You did that too. These are lifelong friendships and partnerships that you are formed, and they are going to be invaluable to you moving forward. And so for this next brief moment, I want to talk to you about the journey ahead. The journey ahead is undoubtedly going to have its ups and downs. There will be moments of triumph. There will be moments of defeat. There will be moments of confidence. There will be moments of doubt. But here's what you have to do. You have to embrace the challenge with the same enthusiasm and tenacity that brought you here. What I'm saying to you is, you've already used what you needed to accomplish what you just accomplished. And so when you face the next adversity, face it with the same tenacity that you faced the last adversity with. Believe in your vision. Trust your instincts. Never, ever stop learning, because learn-it-alls go farther than know-it-alls in this world. And so remain a learn-it-all. Adjust to the new day. You get knocked down, get back up tomorrow and adjust to the new day. Shake off the dust of any past disappointment and never bring a less than posture into your next opportunity. You have every component you need to show up where you're about to show up. And last but not least, never back off of your dream. It is too valuable. The innovation that you have shown requires courage. Courage takes risks. It takes risk to fail, to get up and try again, to look at every challenge and every opportunity, and to grow. And growth, the only indicator for growth is to be uncomfortable. And you've already shown that you can be uncomfortable to grow. You've already shown that you can adapt. You've already shown that you can innovate. And so now here's what you need to know. The world needs your ideas. It needs your solutions. It needs your passion. We need you as entrepreneurs, because as entrepreneurs, you have the power to change industries. You have the power to create jobs. You have the power to drive economic growth. But most importantly, and it might sound crazy, you have the power to change the world. Your idea can have such valuable impact on our society. And so we're grateful tonight that you have decided and chosen to continue to be an entrepreneur, to create something out of nothing. Rising Tide's mission has always been about transforming lives and communities through the power of entrepreneurship. You are now ambassadors of this mission. So go into the world, carry that same spirit of tenacity, and fortitude, and resilience, and adaptability, and a little bit of craziness, and go out here and do what's in your heart to do, because you cannot lose if you do not quit. In closing, I'll leave you with a Steve Jobs quote. He says, "The people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do." You are the people. You have the drive, you have the courage, you have the vision to make a difference. Embrace that journey ahead with confidence and excitement. Your hard work over these past 12 weeks has certainly become a solid foundation, and now it's time to build on it, to dream big, and to achieve more. Congratulations to each and every one of you. We have an offering for you because we want to celebrate you too. And so we want to give you a gift from our team to yours, and they're going to put that offering up. And what it is, it's an opportunity to continue to grow as an entrepreneur. We have a community called Good Soil, where over 23,000 small businesses are a part of that community. It connects you to financial partners, capacity building partners, obviously a peer-to-peer network. And we want to give you a tremendous discount on that membership to join us in our community to continue your trajectory of growing as an entrepreneur. And so that's available to all of you. I'm so grateful and thankful to share this moment with you. Thank you again to Dr. Joy Nicole for inviting me to do it. And anything we can do to support you, we got your back. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know about you. I was trying to write fast and get my nuggets, because I anytime, listen, let me go back to my chat. I said, wait, the only indicator for growth is to be uncomfortable. Yes. Learn-it-alls go farther in the world than know-it-alls. Yes. I don't know about you, but I was getting my nuggets. And only at Rising Tide Capital do you graduate and at the same day expand your social capital, right? Exponentially, in a moment, in an instant. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Thank you for inspiring us. Thank you for reminding us of who we are and where in our journey we are. And thank you for that precious gift that will expand the network of these entrepreneurs as they move forward. Graduates, it's in the chat. Make sure you click that link. Don't miss an opportunity to connect. Remember, we are all about your knowledge capital, of course, and your social capital, which gives you access to your financial capital. Somebody gonna get that and they're gonna feel real good in just a moment. I am very excited to continue our graduation. Are you? So,
Yes.
without further ado, I want to open the floor for our English CBA class speaker, Munah Hayes. Munah.
Wow. So I just have to say that this evening has been amazing. I don't even know what to say. I'm blown away. So thank you, Dr. Nicole. Thank you for everyone. Your energy it's amazing. So I'm excited to be here. Good evening, Rising Tide Capital Community Business Academy, staff, founders, instructors, friends, family, and the graduating class of 2024. It is such an honor again to be here. This semester has posed its share of successes and challenges, victories and changes. 12 months ago, I received an inviting email from Mrs. Yesenia Silverio. So I said a quick prayer. I left it in the hands of the Lord. If you want me to do it, you'll make a way. 2 days later, I was fully signed up. I didn't understand then how God was going to open up the door for me to become an architect of change. As architects of change, we must welcome all possibilities to better ourselves, which in turn betters our families, our communities, and then the world. 11 years ago, I was introduced to Rising Tide Capital by Mr. Keith Dent. Can you believe that? 11 years ago. So this is a turnaround event for me. So I traveled to Orange, New Jersey, and, I don't really remember anything that was significant at the time because there were so many things going on in my personal life. I was going through a debilitating divorce, and I was, a single mother, married single mother to 3 very energetic but cute baby girls. And I didn't know at the time that the course was actually setting me up for this very moment. My God, wow, amazing. Eventually, a crippling divorce, and a near nervous breakdown prevented program completion. In the spring of 2014, after several emergency room visits, I had an epiphany. I decided to be my own architect of change. Rewriting my story meant going back to school, obtaining certificates, balancing family life, and serving as a domestic Peace Corps member. I underwent a major metamorphosis that birthed an entrepreneurial flame. I wanted to leave a legacy for my children, but I also wanted to teach other people how to do the same thing. I became a substitute teacher. In the evenings, I partnered with organizations to provide movement classes, not just for the people around me, but for my community. My children participated in every class that I instructed. So my core values of promoting family unity caused expansion to New Jersey, all counties in New Jersey, Denver, Colorado, and Harlem, New York. As architects of change, we turn our passion into vocation. Contributing movement classes was a great beginning, but I also cared about the holistic wellness of my community. I knew firsthand how life's hardships affected one's emotional and mental state. Thus, La Casa del Espíritu Santo, or House of the Holy Spirit, was birthed. My first project was hosting bi-monthly Love and Health conferences for women, which aired on WVTC Gospel Radio Network in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago. With much success, I served an intergenerational audience. Present day, we've spanned to Africa with a well digging project and a wellness center. We've also launched our global headquarters in Karachi, Pakistan. Local and national undertakings include hosting revivals, movement classes, survival skills sessions, health and wellness sessions, and financial strategic planning. La Casa de Espíritu Santo's vision is to develop one organization in each of the remaining 4 continents in the next 5 years. This will be done by networking, creating strong partnerships with like-minded individuals and corporations on a local, national, and international level. I'm really so grateful for being able to come back to Rising Tide Capital, CBA. Most Saturdays, I have to be honest with you, I sat in class and I really had no idea what was going on. Like, I was clueless, okay? But somehow I would go back to our congregation and teach everything that happened in class. So to God be the glory. But what kept me coming back was you, all of you, every Saturday. You just gave me life. Miss Charlene, your knowledge of business and how the business world runs, truly, it's timeless. Okay, Miss Marche, your keep it real approach, and especially your musical selections. I mean, our Saturday classes were live. And it also helped me to be attentive in the mornings. So thank you for that. But I cannot say enough that my classmates, I want you to know that I was able to glean from you every week, listening to your questions in study hall and listening to your expertise. I learned from you, and everything that you said, it really helped to break down the curriculum. So I want you, each and every one of you, to know that I truly love you. I truly do. So graduating class of 2024, may we never forget our past that provides the blueprints to mold our future, the new chances we obtain each day, and the blessings in disguise that challenge us to be architects of change. Through our semester, our dedication and fervor for personal development outweighed the unknown. We are, and I truly, truly mean this, we are so deserving of graduating. Throughout the semester, we've had personal development skills that we've added onto. And so again, I want to say to all of us, graduating class of 2024, job well done. Job well done.
Thank you so much, Munah Hayes, for sharing such a beautiful story. And congratulations on your achievement. Your dedication and your hard work has truly paid off, and we are incredibly proud to see you succeed. We are grateful for the positive change you aspire to bring to the world, and I salute you. Best wishes to your future endeavors. Now let's continue the celebration. Now introducing CBA instructor Diane Jaipai, who will introduce graduating class 284.
Muchas gracias por la presentación. Es un honor para mí compartir este logro tan importante donde se abrirán nuevas puertas para ustedes, queridos graduados, pero sobre todo haber compartido estas 12 semanas con ustedes en este camino donde han crecido empresarialmente. Felicidades, clases 284. A continuación vamos a presentar a los graduados Aliet Marroquín, Andrea Núñez Romero, Byron Shinin, Denny Abreu, Elerina Vázquez, Elizabeth Tecuat, Enrique Sánchez, Galindo Pérez López, Isabel Sánchez, Isidra Sánchez, Jessy Díaz, José López, José Oropesa, Juan Cruz, Katia Zamora, Loami García, Marisela Chinas, Mónica Vanessa Coral y Jency Penn. Felicidades, clases 284. A continuación, me gustaría presentar a la siguiente instructora, Deirdre Malloway.
Thank you so much. So I am honored to introduce this next class, this amazing class, 285. To you, I say congratulations. You have succeeded through so many challenges. We've laughed together, we've cried together, we've problem solved together. And as you've heard so many say, that you have had opportunities to face your fears head on and conquer them. And I am so very proud of each and every one of you. We may have started out with many more, but we continue to support them. And as you see, Life Cards will throw a loop in your process to become an entrepreneur. But you have been steadfast along the way. And tonight is your reward for completing the race to begin your new life as an entrepreneur. Alan Broussard. Elsie Jenkins. Aisha McClendon. Catherine Lizardo. Kimberly Phelps. Olivia Brooks. Congratulations, Agents of Change, Class 285, 2024 graduation. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Kemi Elufide.
Greetings. I'm thrilled to introduce graduates of Class 286. They have shown remarkable dedication, creativity, the entrepreneur spirit, and they are ready to make a significant impact to the business world. It has been a privilege to guide and mentor them, and I look forward to their future accomplishments. And at this time, I want to thank Rising Tide for their support and encouragement. So I want to introduce these graduates. Odessa Brutus. Chanel Marnair. Daniel Collins. Danny Bell. Deborah Orinario. Lakeisha Stokes. Lance Richardson. Lisa Sanders. Morena Sherloff-Kova. Melinda Gallion. Monique Hardy. Shakira Lewis. Sherry Lynn Holland. Tanya Eatman. Winsome Winter.
Saludos, nuestros estimados graduados de Rising Tide Capital. Mi nombre es Priscila Renta del Departamento de Comunicaciones. Quiero desearles mucha felicidad por su compromiso, por su tiempo y energía que han dedicado. Les deseo mucho éxito, mucha prosperidad y que todos sus sueños se realicen.
Ahora me complace dar la bienvenida a nuestra próxima instructora, Adriana Quito, quien nos presentará a los graduados de la clase 287. Bienvenida, Adriana.
Gracias, Anmari. Estimados estudiantes
de la clase 280 y 287 que tuve el placer de conocer durante estas 12 semanas. Sus monitores, Margot Santander, Elvis Taveras y yo, estamos realmente súper emocionados por celebrar con ustedes este día tan especial. Durante el curso, ustedes demostraron un compromiso excepcional y una pasión inquebrantable por aprender, lo cual es verdaderamente inspirador y digno de felicitar. Quiero tomar la oportunidad para felicitar a mi hermana, Jacqueline Quito, que se está graduando hoy. Felicidades, ñaña, eres una guerrera y nada, nada, nada te va a vencer ni te va a parar. Que Dios te bendiga siempre y sabes qué, te quiero un millón. Esta meta cumplida es solo el inicio de un camino lleno de nuevas oportunidades y logros. A todos los graduados de esta noche, confíen siempre en sus habilidades. Mantengan viva esa creatividad que utilizaron durante nuestros juegos de simulación de negocios. Y nunca, pero nunca, nunca, nunca dejen de perseguir sus sueños. Con ustedes, la clase 287. Cristian Galeano, Daniel Vivanco, Georgina Montenegro, Gloria Lazo, nuestra ganadora del pitch, Isabel Vela, Javier Cabrera, Catherine Rojas, Maris Lady Tineo, Mónica Lugo, Nancy Ruiz, Obed Amaro y Rosa Poveda. Felicitaciones, estimados graduados. Ahora, como les había dicho en las clases, ya no soy su instructora, pero somos colegas. A continuación, con ustedes, Yoxana Canán, instructora de la clase 288.
Es un placer para mí presentar la clase 288, en la cual tuve el honor de asistir a la experimentada profesora Dalanja Pai. De parte de nosotras, muchas felicidades, emprendedores. Quiero que se tomen un momento para mirar atrás y sentirse orgullosos de todo lo que han logrado y los obstáculos que han vencido para llegar al día de hoy. Y que luego miren adelante y reconozcan el efecto que tendrá el legado que hoy están construyendo, no solo para ustedes, sino también para las generaciones por venir. Y que mientras lo hacen, recuerden que cuando estás abierto a recibir, siempre habrá más recursos que necesidades. Y Rising Tide Capital es una prueba ferviente de eso. Ahora vamos a celebrar y a presentar a nuestros graduados. Ángela Herrera, Diana Carvajal, Elizabeth Montero, Lisette Rodríguez, nuestra ganadora del pitch, Odelia Valentín, Sandra Ocanto, Verónica Cruz y Giovanna Portillo. Felicidades, graduandos. Ahora me complace dejarles con nuestra rockstar, la instructora Charlene Simpson, presentando la clase 289.
Thank you for that introduction. And I'm happy to be here today. I know that my class is just frothing at the mouth with all the things that they really want to say today, because there's been so much wonderful ideas and just the way it's been expressed. And more than my class, many of you know who we are because we're the last class of the week, and so we've hosted many of you. But I am truly thankful to have this opportunity to honor this Saturday morning class, number 289. It was a class that was never shy about rallying around a classmate who needed help. And they understood exactly what help looked like. This was also the beginning of that learning architecture in our class. And then beyond that came the unfolding of architecture for each of our entrepreneurs to sort of embrace. And to see you absorb everything was wonderful. It was amazing to watch this whole thing evolve. And I thank you for allowing me to be part of it. I feel blessed about that. So in this moment of celebration, I would like to I'd like to introduce my class, but this is also on behalf of Marche, who hasn't been able to be here today. But I want to extend my sincerest congratulations to each and every one of you. I see your photos, you're all smiling. I know you're not smiling because of me, you're smiling because of you, and so am I. I'm smiling because of you. So congratulations. Hold on one second, let me just move this out of the way. Alicia Shropshire, who was also our pitch winner. Audrey Robinson. Claudia Blackwell. Daniel Bratton. Elaine Montanez. Farah Maurice. Marie St. Fleur. Munah Hayes, our speaker today. Thank you, Munah. Shanice Austin. And Ziyada Muhammad. Thank you all.
To the graduates of Spring 2024, congratulations, you did it. We are so excited for you. My name is Michelle Ashley, and I'm the talent liaison of the Community of Talent at Rising Tide Capital, and a CBA 2009 graduate myself. I am so excited for you. Your journey has only just begun. We are so beyond the moon excited for what the future holds for you, and for all the instructors and monitors who helped to make this semester amazing. Rock stars, all of you. Congratulations again. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you, hopefully, very, very soon.
Now it is my pleasure to introduce our Board of Trustees Chair, Aisha Bala. Aisha is the director at RBC Capital Markets and has over 20 years of experience in business management and operations. She's a longtime supporter of our many notable social organizations, including the Ronald McDonald House Charities and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Tonight, she will announce the winners of the Executive Summary Contest and the Jasmine Bala Legacy Grant Award winners. Let's welcome Aisha Bala.
Good evening, everyone. It is my honor and privilege to stand here before you today as the chair of the Board of Trustees of Rising Tide Capital. Tonight, we celebrate the remarkable achievements of our entrepreneurial community and recognize outstanding individuals who have demonstrated exceptional talent and dedication. Today, we celebrate you. I'm pleased to welcome 159 entrepreneurs into the Rising Tide community. Tonight, we gather to celebrate your dedication in completing the Community Business Academy, a 12-week program on how to start, run, and maintain a business. As architects of change, you stand on the threshold of endless possibilities. With each milestone you reach, remember that you are the building blocks of a better future. Just as rising tide lifts all boats, your innovation and leadership will elevate society. Embrace the challenges ahead, as they are the stepping stones to greatness. Together, let's construct a world where dreams are not envisioned, but realized. The success of this moment is truly life-changing for all of you. In 2023, a total of 409 businesses were strengthened, 175 businesses expanded, and these efforts resulted in the creation of 81 new jobs, ensuring sustainability and providing opportunity and stability for many families across the states and also in the United States. Through the Community Academy, 486 entrepreneurs benefited from 12,957 hours of coaching. And additionally, 421 clients received 1,956 hours of individual coaching and follow-up support through the Business Acceleration Service Program. This really highlights the personalization and the mentorship that we provide at Rising Tide. My journey with Rising Tide started in 2015 when I became a volunteer for the CBA class, playing the Shady J games. I'm so proud to stand before you today as the first female and Black chair of the Board of Trustees. In 2021, my family established the Jasimbala Legacy Grant Award to honor and celebrate my brother's memory following his untimely passing in 2020. The award provides grants for the Community Business Academy Executive Summary winners to seed their entrepreneurial dreams. As part of the CB curriculum, each entrepreneur creates an executive summary for their business, which is entered into a class competition. These summaries are diligently evaluated before selecting a first and second place winner. And I can honestly tell you it was very difficult selecting these winners because in my eyes, you are all winners. I'm honored tonight to announce executive summary winners for each class, the winners of the 2024 Legacy Grant Awards. First place winners will receive a $500 Jasimbala Legacy Award. And the first place winners are Class of 278, Ramaya Edwards. Class of 279, Jeanette Malise. Class of 282, Kim Jones. Class of 285, Elise Jenkins. Class of 286, Chanel Menor. Class of 289, Elaine Montanes. The first place winners for the Spanish classes are as follows. Class of 280, Paula Guzman. Class of 281, Maite Vacorta. Class of 283, Karen Alvarez. Class of 284, Monica Corral Q. Class of 287, Daniel Vivanco. Class of 288, Angela Herrera. Our second place winners will receive a $100 gift card towards their business. These wonderful second place winners are from the English class of 278, Vanisha Richardson. Class of 279, Tiffany Taylor. Class of 282, Tanisha Holstead. Class of 284, Catherine Lizardo. Class of 286, Lance Richardson. Class of 289, Farah Maurice. And our second place Spanish winners, class of 280, Javier Morales. Class of 281, Rosani Rivas Alcantara. Class of 283, Oswaldo Bedal. Class of 284, Yensi Pena. Class of 287, Obed Amaro. Class of 288, Sandra Ocanto. Congratulations, class of 2024 spring. We are so proud of all of you. Today is a celebration for you. Take this moment in. As your journey continues, Remind yourself of the purpose and celebrate all of your accomplishments, big or small. You are the next generation of entrepreneurs, and the world absolutely needs you. May you have the fortitude to forge forward with all the tools that you have learned and be blessed by the story that is still left unwritten. Once again, congratulations to all of our winners and to all of the graduates tonight. We thank you for all you do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Board of Trustees Chair Aisha Bala, for your unwavering support of our mission, our programs, and the success of our entrepreneurs. Your dedication is truly inspiring. And now it is my privilege to introduce one of our final speakers of the evening, an esteemed BAS alumni, founder of J Executive Security Service and JD Food Delivery Service, and one of Rising Tide Capital's very first CBA graduates, James Drayton.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is the pleasure to be in front of these beautiful people. 18 years ago, it was never like that. It was this one class, and we had to deal with Jay. And I love Jay from the bottom of my heart because he stood on me to get where I'm at now. But what I just want to say to everybody, that I want to say congratulations. I just want y'all to just keep on pushing. Never, never, never give up, whatever y'all business is. I know it's gonna be times that you want to give up, but don't give up. It took me 7 years to get where I'm at now. And it didn't happen overnight. Through the help of my wife and my kids and being there for me, it's gonna happen. But it just don't happen overnight. You just got to take your time. You got to deal with it. Believe me, I traveled from Columbus, Georgia, to Alabama, to New Mexico, dealing with my companies. But you got to want to do it for yourself. You can't just give up. You got to keep on pushing. Like I heard this song. It's called This Is It. So this is it. You got to keep on moving. You got to keep on pushing. Because I remember when Jay said to me, if you deal with Alpha and Alex, you will never lose the way. They was like the mother of the Rising Tide Capital, and we was like the kids. And I appreciate them staying on me because they said it ain't nothing out there for you. Everything is here. They can guide you. They can help you. They can do all the tools that you need and make it so good. When I was talking to Candy, another vision popped up on my head for a third company because I told Alex, I said, I want generational wealth for my family. It's not about me. Generational wealth. I was living in Jersey City for a very long time, but I moved on. I was living in Baytown, Texas. Things wasn't working out there, but when I came to Columbus, Georgia, everything just started working out. And I appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity to speak to the graduates. Don't never give up. Keep on pushing. Keep on moving. Don't let nobody distract you. Don't let nobody say you can't do it because you're going to get them naysayers. You're going to get all of, man, leave that alone. Get a 9-to-5 job. Ain't nothing wrong with a 9-to-5 job. When the time is right, you will know when to move on to do your craft that you got blessed with. And thank you again.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry, I didn't realize that the spotlight was on me. Thank you, James Drayton, for such an amazing story and your inspiring words. So grateful to be here tonight. I believe I am the last speaker of the evening. Let me introduce myself. My name is Alex Forrester. I am the co-founder, Chief Operations Officer here at Rising Tide Capital. Dr. Cornel West has a quote that I think best describes the idea at the heart of Rising Tide Capital. Justice is what love looks like in public. Justice is what love looks like in public. We live in a world rife with so much conflict at the moment. As we confront the current threats and the historical injustices that have long wounded our beloved community, Dr. West's idea of the fundamental connection between love and justice takes on increasing urgency for the road ahead. The need for justice to change our world is no cliche. But how do we change our world? When Alpha and I co-founded Rising Tide Capital together nearly 20 years ago, we were guided by the idea that if you want to change the world, you have to start where you stand. Tonight, I see a community of powerful, inspiring CEOs going out into the world, each with the ability to change the places they stand in. Will you, as CEO, work love and justice through your business? Who you hire, who you partner with, whose needs you cater to, how you treat your customers and employees, the environment, and the community around you, these are choices that matter. Do not underestimate how important you are to the story that needs to unfold for this world to change for the better. My role tonight is to present an award to one of our graduating CEOs. This award is in honor of Harvey George, a fellow CBA graduate and founder of an organization in Jersey City called the Friends of the Lifers. Harvey dedicated his life to supporting men and women who were returning from the criminal justice system. He believed you could use your business to support others in their times of need. He was our very first friend in Jersey City when we started Rising Tide, and he provided us our very first office on MLK Drive, where we still are today, 20 years later. When he passed away in 2012, we established this award to remember and honor his spirit and to remind us all of the powerful role our businesses can play in pouring love out into the world and making justice real in our time. So we select one graduate each semester who best exemplifies this spirit. And tonight, we're proud to present this award to Ms. Adasa Robinson Brutus. As a leader in her family and her community, Ms. Brutus is known by many names: mother, teacher, sister, CEO, community organizer, social entrepreneur, good Samaritan, and friend to all. Her immense generosity is easily seen in the many fundraisers she's organized over the years to help neighbors in their time of need. But here at Rising Tide Capital, we've had the honor to meet Ms. Brutus in her newest and perhaps most exciting role of all, as an education innovator right here in the heart of our community. As founder and CEO of Birds of Paradise Montessori School, Ms. Brutus is now using her impressive credentials and her years of experience as a teacher in Newark and Patterson to bring the gift of Montessori education to the children of East Orange and its surrounding communities, the first of its kind in the area. As someone who is committed at the deepest levels to what education means in the life of each and every child, Ms. Brutus has long been recognized as an exceptional teacher. In her own words, teaching transcends the confines of a classroom. It's about nurturing and developing each child, prioritizing their growth, and not seeing them through a lens of standardization or uniformity. As a father to two young boys myself, these words speak to me deeply. Nothing is closer to a parent's heart than the experience of seeing a child become who they're called to be. Through our participation in their lives, we learn something about the world around us, about life itself, and it teaches us something about what it means to be human. We want to live in a world where children everywhere are given the chance to discover the breadth and depth of their own creative potential. We want them to know joy, to live as part of an interconnected world, to have resilience and agency in the face of challenges, and to bring a new song into the world in their own special way. Now, this resonates. So many of the entrepreneurs who are graduating tonight and who we've heard from are pursuing their business dreams precisely for their children, for what they want to teach and provide and leave behind. We're doing it for them, for the long extended networks of care that stretch out into our community. This is the thread that connects us all here tonight. This is what love looks like. And we celebrate the idea that an entrepreneurial leader like Ms. Brutus would be bringing this kind of experience to life for children and families right here in our community through the Birds of Paradise Montessori School. And you may have heard of Montessori education, but it's worth knowing that it was invented over 100 years ago by a brilliant scientist named Maria Montessori, the first female physician in Italy. Dr. Montessori conducted detailed observations on the stages of childhood development and came to a series of principles that now serve as a worldwide movement in educational methodology. And movement is an important word here. The Birds of Paradise Montessori School is part of a growing network of community-centered micro schools that are springing up around the country called wildflower schools. This network is dedicated to a vision that sees education not merely as industrialized skills training for the future employees of the world, but rather as a fundamental act of liberation. What feminist scholar and activist Bell Hooks calls the practice of freedom itself. Education as the practice of freedom is exactly the kind of guiding philosophy that our world needs today. And it goes way beyond the walls of elementary school. The way we engage with the children of the world determines the kind of world we will end up having. What makes this story special is the way that entrepreneurs like Ms. Brutus embody with their businesses an overall approach that we would all do well to emulate. It's an example of what love in action looks like because its starting point is the honor, dignity, and agency of each and every person, and of what it means to come alongside someone and truly support them on their journey. As an enterprise, Birds of Paradise Montessori School believes that people learn best when curiosity and creativity are the drivers of their path and when they can choose for themselves how and what to explore. The approach listens to the intrinsic motivation and gifts that each person has to offer and helps that person encounter and unlock their own potential. Wouldn't it be world-changing if we applied this same approach to the larger issues of our world? Issues of inequality and injustice are so often related to the workings of faceless systems that treat people like numbers and group them into categories and hierarchies. Oppression is often recognized in terms of patriarchy and racism, but there are so many more dimensions as well. And there are even times in which we, despite our good intentions, do harm. We attempt to force the world to fit into our vision for it without asking the world what it wants for itself on its own terms. For those of us who want to use our businesses to pour out love into the world, this is a crucial point. Love starts here, encountering each other with deep respect and working together towards goals that are mutually defined. Even at the level of business, the relationship with a customer is fundamentally one of helping to meet a need they have, and success is often defined by whether we help meet that need. Are we being attentive to the needs and desires of the people around us in our life? As a father and fellow social entrepreneur, I want to recognize and applaud you, Ms. Brutus, for your vision and your work for families and communities. I am personally proud to present this recognition to you because I believe Harvey himself would have selected you. Your business is precisely the kind of creative, courageous endeavor that Harvey spent his life dedicated to. To change the world, as we recall, we must start where we stand. And as it turns out, our businesses are the platforms on which we do precisely that. We can build powerful forces of love and justice in the world around us if we use our businesses for that end. Ms. Brutus, you are an example of this idea for all of us. We are honored to know you and to have you part of the community of Rising Tide Entrepreneurs. On behalf of everyone here tonight, we wish you success in your journey and pray that the spirit of Harvey George, the spirit of justice as love in action, continues on as a symbol of what we all as a community must seek to achieve through our enterprises. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you to our COO, Alex, for those very encouraging words. And now, as we come to a close for the program, we want to congratulate all of you on this evening. We are so proud of you, and we welcome you with open arms to the Rising Tide Capital family. On behalf of our entire team, we express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who made this night possible, especially our graduates. So thank you all for joining us, and I hope you all have an amazing night.
Felicidades una vez más a todos por sus logros. Nos sentimos muy orgullosos de cada uno de ustedes. Gracias por acompañarnos en esta inolvidable celebración. Buenas noches a todos.
Well, here you are. You've finally gotten to the end. This is Jay Savulich, Managing Director at Rising Tide Capital. And as a former instructor of the Community Business Academy, I know how hard you have worked over the past 12 weeks, sorting and planning and deciding all those moving parts. And now you can take a moment to breathe, then get ready to start that fantastic business. So congratulations and great work.
Hola, mi nombre es Janet García, soy el enlace de la comunidad latina para el Departamento de Servicios Acelerados de Negocios de Rising Tide Capital. De mi parte y de mi departamento, les felicito por su graduación de la Academia Comunitaria de Negocios. Se necesita mucho coraje y enfoque para llevar sus sueños a la realidad y este es un gran paso. Felicidades a todos, disfruten el momento, se lo merecen.
Hola graduados, si estás aquí es porque tomaste la decisión correcta y terminaste este maravilloso curso. De verdad deseo de corazón que todo lo que tú emprendas tenga el mejor resultado posible. Y recuerda, lo que se hace con el corazón se nota. Felicidades.
Congratulations to the CBA graduating class. I'm Eugene Barnes, Entrepreneur Success Associate here at Rising Tide. You guys will be hearing a lot from me now that you've graduated. I just want to say how proud I am of all of you. You guys fought through raising kids, having full-time jobs, part-time jobs, and who knows what else. And you did something that's going to take you and your business to the next level. My deepest congratulations, and I will see you soon.
Hi everyone, it's John from the Development Department here at Rising Tide. I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate all our graduates. Your journey embodies resilience and determination. Remember, every challenge shapes your future. So here's to you, the architects of change. Congratulations on your achievements. Keep rising, keep shining. We're proud of you.